Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing Damien's 18-month update, and as you can see he is not with me, and that is because there is no way he will sit long enough to do this video with him. So he is actually napping in his room and I am in my room so that I can do this video. So I'm going to start off. I was going to get his weight and height, but I totally forgot to do it before he went for his nap. So I'm just going to tell you he is in size 24-month clothing for his height, but he can fit into anywhere from 6 to 9-month clothing for his waist, which is really tiny. He's like very skinny. So I am going to measure his height and weight, and then that way I'll post it right here. So I will just tell you about some things that he loves to do right now, and that is climbing on everything, trying to get to the highest place he can possibly be. He climbs all over the couches. He tries to climb cabinets and whatever he can find to get up onto. He also loves to get into the potato box. So he'll open the potato box, get the potatoes and grab them and go play with them. And set them down and whatever he does with them. And I've tried so hard to tell him no many times, and now I just pretty much leave it alone and let him deal with it, and then I'll find them later and put them back. Another thing he's just started to really like is books, and he will bring you the book and he will sit with you, not for very long, but he'll sit with you and read a book. You can show him different things and he'll like point to them and stuff like that. So he really is into books. He will even sit by himself and just flip the pages. I think that's what he likes doing best, is just flipping the pages himself. A couple other things he really likes to do is throwing things. If he gets mad, he'll throw things. Also, he loves to clap when he does something good or he achieves something, which is really cute. Two things he does not like, and that is sitting in the car seat or the stroller when we go out. He just needs to go and run and do things, so he doesn't do well in the car seat. And then also he gets so frustrated when he can't do something himself. So he is very independent and he wants to do everything himself, but there are things obviously that he can't do yet, so he gets very frustrated with that. As for development, he obviously has grown so much in development since the last update, which was at a year, and it's just amazing to see him learning every day, and he's like a little boy now. He isn't a baby. He knows pretty much everything we know. He just can't talk about it, and it's just awesome watching him. As most of you have known, I didn't get this with my first child, Michaela, so this is all new to us, and it's just so exciting to see him doing all these things. So anyways, I'll just list a few things that he has accomplished within the last 6 months. And I have a list here, so I'll just kind of go through them quickly. So he knows where clothing goes, so if he grabs his shoes, he knows they go on his feet. Of course, he started walking at roughly 13 months. He could walk before then. Probably about 9 months he could walk if he wanted to. He just didn't choose to do that until 13 months. And that day he started walking, he just ran right across the room towards me. In my last update of him, I told you that he was left-handed at that point, and he is no longer left-handed. He is pretty much right-handed, but for a lot of things he uses both hands. Again, in my last update, I told you that he could only ride on his little toy backwards. He has obviously accomplished to go forward now, which is great. Another simple thing is if he's thirsty, he will take his cup and take it over to the water because he knows where the water comes from. He just can't reach, obviously, the button yet to do it himself. Another thing that is developmental, which is like the worst thing of development, is that he has hit terrible twos. And I know he's only 18 months, but around 17 months old, he started temper tantrums. So if he doesn't get what he wants, he will like throw himself to the ground and start crying, and it's basically a temper tantrum. So he has started that at 17 months, which I do not care for whatsoever. He is still sucking his thumb. His words consist of ma, dad, nan, va, ba. He can almost say book. And there's a few other things, but for the most part, he just coos and stuff like that and whines. The other thing regarding books is that he can actually pick out certain items. So like an apple or a flower, a fish, a dog, a cat, he will point to things if we ask him where they are. And then also he has a see and say, and he can point to some of the animals on there as well. As for Damien's eating habits, he will pretty much eat everything. He does get a little picky. The past couple months we've been having a hard time to get him to like eat a whole meal. And I think that's partially our fault because he snacks throughout the day. So we've kind of lessened on the snacks and he's doing better with that. But he pretty much knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. I can't think of anything right now that he doesn't like, but there are a few its that he'll spit out because he doesn't like the taste or the texture. Oh, like last night he had mashed potatoes. He didn't care for the mashed potatoes. I'm assuming it's the texture, not the taste. But we have also started something, not every meal or all the time, but he loves dunking things. So the other night we actually had like cheese steaks and we were dunking it in the dip, and he actually started doing that as well, and he ate all of his food, which was great. So this morning I gave him French toast and I gave him a little bit of syrup in a bowl and he dunked that. So he loves to dunk things. So I think he obviously got that from his father because he loves having like ranch or barbecue sauces to dunk in. Me, not so much. Damien, like I said, he still loves his water. He doesn't have juice too much, and he is still on Homo milk. He has roughly anywhere from 2 to 3, sometimes 4 bottles a day, but he gets it because I still want him to get all of his nutrients that he needs because he has been a little bit picky, so that's why I haven't weaned him yet from Homo milk, but he loves his milk, and I'm just going to keep it that way until I feel he no longer needs it. As for Damien's sleep schedule, he sleeps anywhere from 12 to 13 hours a night. He will go down roughly anywhere from 7 to 8 o'clock at night, and then he'll wake up anywhere from 8 to 9 and sometimes even 9:30 in the morning. So during the day, he will have an afternoon nap. It's more later in the day now, versus before where it was always in the morning. He goes down anywhere from 11 to 1 p.m. And he will sleep for roughly 1 to 3 hours. Most of the time it's about 2 hours. I have noticed that he is sleeping less than what he was previously, where he would have like a 3 to 4 hour nap. So he is sleeping less. Obviously he doesn't need that recharge as long. And the last thing I want to talk about is his teeth. He has gotten pretty much all of them except for the last back molars. He has one set of the molars, but he got all of his teeth very quickly. So I believe he has, I think it's 16 teeth. I didn't count exactly, but I counted from what I could tell that I have in my mouth. And Michaela's mouth. So from what I know, he's got 16 teeth. They all came in with like 2 months time, and it was very quick, which is good for us because he didn't have to teeth for so long. He wasn't in as much pain as some other kids. So that is Damien's update. I will insert videos and pictures and things like that so that you can see Damien because he isn't with me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding Damien, please let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you want to see next for videos. I have some more wedding videos coming up. And then if you want to see some videos with Michaela, some more vlogs, just let me know in the comments below. And I guess I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.